Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. So you've got this awesome business idea for Davao City. That's amazing. But before you can open your doors, there's that one little thing, the business permit. We're going to break down the entire process for you today, turning what seems like a bunch of red tape into a really simple step-by-step guide.
So you are ready. You're ready to take that big leap to build something incredible. But, yeah, there's always that one official hurdle, isn't there? The one thing standing between your big vision and making it a reality.
And let's be real for a second. That first step, the business permit, can feel like a total maze. All those forms, the fees, the jargon, it can honestly feel pretty intimidating, like trying to solve a puzzle without the picture on the box.
But what if you had a map? Well, that's exactly what we're doing here. We're going to chart the course for you. So think of this whole thing less like paperwork and more like an epic quest. And guess what? We've got the map. Let's get started.
All right, welcome to your Davao Business Quest. This is your step-by-step guide to finally launching that dream. We're going to break this whole thing down into super clear, easy-to-handle stages. First up, let's take a quick look at the overall roadmap.
See? Every good quest has a map, and here's ours. It really just boils down to four main things. First, you prepare your documents. Second, you file the application. Third, you pay the fees. And fourth, you get your permit. We're going to walk through each one so you'll know exactly what's coming. Pretty simple when you lay it out like that, right?
Okay, let's dive into that first stage, gathering your essential gear. I mean, you wouldn't start a journey without packing, right? In this quest, your gear is all your documentation. And trust me, getting this part right from the get-go is the absolute secret to making this whole process fast and painless. So here's the checklist of the essentials. You're going to need your proof of business registration, something that shows the basis for computing your taxes, like your capitalization, an occupancy permit if that applies to you, a contract of lease or some proof of ownership for your place, and of course, a barangay clearance. Now that first one, proof of business registration, can sound a little vague. So let's break that down, because what you need actually changes depending on what kind of business you're setting up.
Yeah, so proof of business registration is really just your official government registration. It's not as complicated as it sounds. If you're flying solo as a sole proprietorship, you need your DTI certificate. If you're setting up a corporation, you'll need your SEC certificate. And for a cooperative, it's the CDA certificate. The key is just making sure you have the right one for your specific venture.
All right, so you've got all your gear, all your documents are assembled. Now it's time to actually choose your path to file. The cool thing is, Davao City gives you two different roads you can take here. You get to pick whichever one works best for you. So you've got two paths. Path number one is the classic in-person route. You'd head over to the Davao City Business Bureau and submit everything there. Path number two is the online way. You can submit everything through the city's online system. Both paths lead to the exact same place, your permit. So it really just comes down to what's more convenient for you.
Okay, every quest has a few tolls along the way, right? This one's no different. So let's talk about the fees. We're going to break down all the costs so you can budget properly and there are absolutely no surprises. First on the list is your barangay clearance. This one's super local. You get it right from the barangay hall where your business is going to be. You can expect this to set you back somewhere between 500 and 1,000 pesos. Next up, you've got the business plate or sticker. This is the official sign you'll have to display at your business location. It's a pretty small fee, usually running between 3 and 500 pesos. Then we have the Fire Safety Inspection Fee, or FSIC. Now, this one is super important. It's all about making sure your space is safe for everyone, you, your employees, and your customers. The cost for this can vary quite a bit, from around 500 up to 3,000 pesos, and that really just depends on the size and type of your business.
And now for the big one, the mayor's permit fee itself. This one isn't a simple flat rate. Instead, it's calculated based on a few things: your business type, your capitalization, and your declared gross sales, which is actually pretty fair when you think about it. It means a small, just starting out shop is going to pay a lot less than a huge corporation.
So let's pull all of that together into one handy spot. Think of this table as your financial cheat sheet for this whole quest. You can see all the fees we just talked about: the barangay clearance, the business plate, and the fire safety inspection. We've also added the sanitary permit in there, which you might need depending on your industry. And then, of course, at the bottom, there's that variable mayor's permit fee.
So, you've gathered your gear, you've chosen your path, and you've paid the tolls. Now we're at the really exciting part. It's time to claim your grand prize, the whole reason we started this quest, the permit itself.
And look, the final stretch is actually really simple. Once you've paid all those fees we just went over, the city does its final review of everything. And then, that's it. That amazing moment when your official mayor's permit is issued and you can finally go claim it.
And you know what might be the best news of this whole explainer? The speed. This isn't some quest that's going to drag on for months. Nope. Once you've got all your correct documents in, the whole process usually just takes a few days. How awesome is that? It's incredibly efficient.
And just like that, you've done it. You navigated the whole thing. The quest is complete. The maze is solved.
And you got to remember, that piece of paper you get at the end, it is so much more than just a permit. It's the key. It's the key that unlocks your entire business dream in Davao City. It's your official license to operate, to build, and to grow in one of the best cities in the country.
So, that just leaves us with one last really exciting question. The paperwork's behind you, the quest is over, you're holding the key in your hand. What's the very first thing you're going to build?